All right, guys, we're going to walk through the PO process really quick. Just a few changes that are happening with the PO process and just a few extra button clicks in the field. Nothing crazy, but it's really going to help us synergize how we're getting our PO. So let me just walk you through really quick how a PO works. So first step is that a PO is created. So when the PO is created, sometimes that's either created by the office, most of the time that's the case, or it's created by us in the field, right? So we're going to put SP right here. So the second step is after a PO is created, it has to be sent. So basically think of that as it's being sent to the supplier. So sent to Ferguson, sent to RE Michael, whatever the case is, right? Wherever we're going to pick that up. The third piece of the puzzle, it's only a 3-step process. PO's created, it's then sent, and then the third piece of the puzzle is that it is received. So basically this means it is in our hands. So this is the part that we have to make sure that we're doing in the field. Let me tell you what that looks like. As we go here, we've been dispatched a call. I went ahead and clicked arrive here. And as we see down here in our purchase order tab, we have one purchase order. And we see that the status is sent there. So anytime that we go pick up, anytime we go pick up a part, let's say we went out the day before or the week before, we had to order a compressor special order or a blower motor or whatever the case is, you're going to see the PO here and you're going to see the status as sent. Once we get the PO in our hand, we will click the 3 dots on the right side and we can receive the PO. And once we receive the PO, we need to make sure that we take a photo of the PO. So let me do this right here. We're going to take a photo. Now this photo right here is very, very important. We got to make sure that we do that. And then we have to make sure that we change the total due. So basically the total of this ticket here is $4,600 and 0.01. Thank you, Ferguson, for the 1 penny that we needed to do there. So we've opened it up, we've added a photo, we've changed the total here to $4,600. We can get back out of there, and then at the top right, we just click receive. This says the item will be received in the quantities entered. Changes to this must be performed by the office. Select receive to continue. Once we click receive, guys, we're off to the races. Nothing changes on our end. We are done with it, and we have a picture. We keep the receipt here, turn it in as necessary, and we are good to go. So appreciate you guys tuning in here. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please reach out. But that is our PO process.